My name is Blake Clemens.
I'm Taylor Ferranti.
I did okay today. I moved up. I was 13th yesterday, and I qualified 8th today.
I did a little worse today. I qualified 15th today. I ended up 8th yesterday, so moved back a little bit.
I always liked cars when I was a little kid. I think probably what started is I went to Pepsi 400 at Daytona, and it just kind of stuck. I enjoyed watching it, so I was like, well, when I was 13, we decided to give it a try.
Yeah, the same thing. Just watching it on TV as a young kid, got an opportunity. Someone gave me a car to use, and just been a snowball effect ever since. So.
Just the close racing. We get a lot of there's a lot of guys out there that are with us that are pro drivers that have raced pro series. I've raced pro go-karts before. There's guys that race World Challenge, Grand Am. The cost is relatively cheap for what it is, and the caliber of drivers that you get to race with is really good. It's just a good group of folks. Taylor and I are good friends outside of the track, and then we're good friends here. We work together on track, so it's just kind of becomes part of life, I think.
Anything you want to add?
Yeah, just the tight racing, and if you're losing to one of the best. So it's not just a 4-car field. I think we've got around 50 cars this weekend. So.
It depends. It depends on crash damage. It depends on engines. If you have to buy a new engine in the year, I mean, you could do it for $10,000. You could spend $30,000. We're probably somewhere in the middle. I mean, there's guys here that are bringing dedicated crew to one car, 2 guys. 2 cars. I mean, that's a lot of money. So we're doing it with 1 car. We share crew. So we try and keep it as affordable as we can without giving up performance. So I mean, it's like anything. You can spend as much as you want or as little as you want, and it normally tells on the grid sheet where you're at. A new car costs anywhere from a brand new build car will cost you anywhere from $20,000 to $30,000, depending on the types of equipment you put on it. The shocks, the sway bars are all spec. The engines are a spec build, so they're basically built as a stock engine to the limit of the rules. There's a set of rules that you have to build to. So, a lot of classes out here are performance based, where it's either power or weight. All of our cars are supposed to be the same. Okay. They're built to the same rule set. All the cars are basically the same. There's 3 sets of year models. There's the 98 or the 1.8 cars, the 99 cars, and the 1.6 cars. So as far as the stuff that we do to the car, there's a lot of driver preference stuff, steering wheel, seat, all that kind of stuff. But most of the performance stuff is spec. The exhaust is open. On some of the cars, the intake is open. Ours, it's not. We have to run a restrictor plate. Some of the cars don't. It just depends on your year model, and just brake pads is a preference. There's different preferences. Your wheels are a preference, but everything basically needs to be the same.
I go after work, a couple nights a week and work on this thing till 9 o'clock and drive an hour home, get up at 6, go to work, my regular job, and do it all over again. I mean, for this race alone, I couldn't even tell you the number of hours, but everybody puts in quite a bit of work to make it happen. From 3 months ago, trying to find sets of tires to bring up, and doing car prep, fixing stuff, dynoing, taking it to the track and testing to make sure it's good, because for us coming from Texas, it's a long ways to drive all the way up and then not be competitive, so we got to make sure our package is good when we get here. Yes, sir. Mostly for White Castle. Oh, they love it.
Both of our dads are here supporting us. His mom, my mom, they're sending text messages asking us what's going on, trying to figure out where we're at.
They just bite their nails off when they're here, so they stay at home. I actually met him. I used to work on him. He's been doing it for quite a few years.
This particular, I started. My first real season was in 2005, real full season, and then it's been. I've done some limited seasons because I lived overseas for a while, but mostly since then just full on. We normally pick 1 or 2 championship type races like this kind of race per year to go to, and it just kind of work our schedule around that. So we didn't race a whole lot this year because we're still working on developing our car. But we'll run this race. We may run a couple more races towards the end of the year. So it normally turns out we run 10 races a year. Yeah, I think if we win this one, you probably win 6, 7, 8 grand, something like that. It depends year to year. We got a lot of really good support from our tire supplier, which is Toyo. They put up a lot of money. We run a spec tire. Everybody has the same tire. And then Mazda Motorsports, Mazda Speed, they put up a lot of money as well to support their customers who are driving Mazdas. I think they're saying is that more Mazdas are raced on every weekend than any other brand of car. So I mean, if you look out here, the amount of people that have like Mazda hats on, Mazda shirts on, I mean, it's half the people out here. So they're here to support us. They got a trailer where they, you can go and get parts. They'll overnight parts back and forth, from their shop in California to here to get us what we need to make the race. So I hit a concrete wall on Thursday. It wasn't that bad, but I mean, I've been fortunate. I mean, I've hit some tire walls, I've hit some concrete walls, but I haven't had any what you would call like serious accidents. Last time we were here, Taylor got hit in the rear of the car in a pretty big one. So yeah, I mean, it's dangerous, but we had a guy get hurt the other day. He had a part break on his car. Most of the time when you see someone get hurt, it's due to something broke on the car. Normally when the cars have contact, we try and avoid each other as much as we can.
Thanks a lot for your time.
No problem, guys.
Good luck on your race later
Appreciate
today.
it. Thanks.
Yeah, you'll find a good spot and watch. It'll be exciting. Promise.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Thanks.
Take it easy, guys.
You too.
Yeah.